Hello, second grade, it's Mrs. Arpin. I missed you over spring break. It was nice to have a little break, I guess, but I think I just missed you more than I enjoyed my break. Having something to do and seeing your faces on Seesaw is fun for me. So I'm coming to you from my living room today, so it looks a little different behind me. You can see some of the art and pictures I have hanging up in here. And I'm trying a new technology. I'm using my phone instead of my Chromebook, and I'm going to see if I can do some editing. So we will see how that goes. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make these. They're called jabberjaws or snappers. This is called origami. Origami is the Japanese art of paper folding. And this is, it's not easy, but I think it's just going to be the right amount of challenge for you, especially if you follow along to the directions. On this document, I also posted a couple other links to some easier origami tutorials that you might find interesting, and maybe you can give it a try. But let's start with this one. If you like this one and you want a challenge that I'm teaching, there's another one called Fortune Tellers on my YouTube channel, and that'd be a nice second project for you to try if you want to pick something else to make if you enjoy this one. Great, let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to start with for this origami is your regular old piece of office paper, copy paper. Any rectangle will do. If you have a piece of homework that you're finished with, you could use that. Construction paper would work. It just depends what you have available. You could even use a piece of notebook paper, like spiral notebook paper, if that's what you would have. That would work out just fine. Now, I have to tell you, this is one of the only origami folds that you can use a rectangle. For most all other origami, you're going to need a square, and I'll teach you how to do that square piece of paper later. For now, let's just get started on our jabberjaw. So, what you're going to do is you're going to fold it in half. And I like, before I fold it, right, and my edges aren't matched up, I like to get those two corners really matched up, leave my bubble, and then I like to gently fold towards the bubble. I leave this hand here to make sure that's nice and pressed down and stable, and I fold towards that bubble. If you have a little extra marker handy, a marker is a great tool to help you do a little bit extra fold, because origami is all about a really nice crispy fold. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take this top piece and I'm going to fold it over and I'm going to match up those corners. So I want to be as precise as I can. Again, I'm holding my hand here and then I'm going to gently fold towards that. Press it out. See what I have there? Guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to flip it. And now I'm going to take this side and I'm going to fold it over here to make a real skinny rectangle. Remember, like all my videos, if I'm going too fast, pause it, catch up, and then you can start the video again. Okay, so what you end up with, or what you should end up with, is an M or a W zigzag fold, right? But it's very precise. All those different rectangles are the same size. And that's important for origami. Okay, set it like that. And then I want you to take your top flap and open it up. Take your top flap, open it. So essentially what you have then is you have one paper over here and you have the stack of the others over here. That's just how you want it. Okay. This line in the middle is going to act as a guide for how far you want to fold. A lot of the folds in origami are guidelines to show you how far to fold. So I am going to take this whole layer of paper on this side and I'm gonna fold it so that it meets up with that middle line that I created. And I'm gonna really use all my might there to get that folded down. Use a marker if I want. Fingers are good too, kids have strong fingers. And then on this side, I'm gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be a little easier because on this side, I'm just doing one. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing down here. Fold this up, line it up with that center fold, that's my guideline. Give it a nice crease, and then I'm gonna do the same over here. Okay? So I've got this sort of chunk of paper over here that I folded up, and that single flap there, same here. Okay, now fold it up. Tuck those guys in and fold it. Try that again. Fold it. At this time too, I'm just going to take my marker and I'm going to really fold all this stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. We have a short side and we have a long side. Short side, long side. This part is going to become that mouth. You can see it if you open it up. Before we make that the mouth, we need to make another couple steps, couple folds, I guess. So what I want you to do is fold it exactly in half, really crease it, and then go ahead and unfold it. Remember before when I told you that sometimes the folds in origami just act as a guide? That's exactly what this one is for. Because now if you have a scissors, you can use a scissors, or if not, you can tear it. I'm going to tear it. This is really super important. Your tear or your cut is on the long side. Not the short side, but the long side. And I just tore down just a really little bit. Boy, what is that? Maybe 1/2 of an inch. It's like the width of my finger. What you're going to do there is you're going to fold over the corners of the mouth. My paper's kind of thick, so it's a little hard for me to fold. Hopefully you have a little thinner paper, but I'm just using all my finger muscles. That's going to be kind of like the lips or the side of the mouth. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do the same thing on that side. Okay. Something that looks about like this. Now's the fun part. Open it up a little bit and then take it from the back. Whoops. And close it up. Now you could add your eyes if you wanted here, shark fin, teeth, tongue, or just leave it as is. Kind of like a musical instrument in a way. And there you have it. That's a jabberjaw or a snapper. Pretty cool. Okay, boys and girls, as soon as I can get the cat to move, I wanted to show you how to make a square piece of paper out of a rectangle piece of paper. If you like origami, you're going to find that most of the origami projects require a square piece of paper. So I wanted to show you how you can make a square piece of paper out of a rectangle, but let me get Ned to move first. Go away. Go. Okay. So if you want to make a square piece of paper out of a rectangle piece of paper, you would take your rectangle, line up these two edges. You see how nicely I have those lined up? Then I'm going to go like, I'm going to fold that. You'll notice I've got almost like a triangle here. Then, you see this extra bit here? Guess what? If I carefully cut that off, look what I have. A square. So this is going to be important to know, especially if you want to pursue some of those other projects, like the fortune teller requires a square piece of paper. I think the dog tutorial requires a square piece of paper. Most do. I hope you enjoyed making your snappers or your jabberjaws. I think it's super fun, and I do like the sound that they make. If you'd like to do more origami, I've linked a couple different things to the document that you opened for your assignment today, and enjoy it. It's fun. You can use magazine pages if you have permission to use them. Newspaper works great. Old assignments, really any paper that can be folded works really well. So whatever you have lying around will work for you. So I can't wait to see what you come up with and what you make, and also keep your eyes peeled for some bonus projects. I'm going to make a video later today on how you can take a pine cone and some cotton balls and make a cute little baby owl. So miss you guys so incredibly much, but I know this is the best thing for all of us to keep safe and healthy, and I will just keep making stuff for you to do at home until we meet again. Bye.